Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Eleutheria. Sorry I'm late. Had to make coffee. Feeling rather less than energetic today. How are y'all? How are you feeling? Yeah, I'm much later than Cyril even was last night, Paul. My apologies for that. Yes, it is a massive mug of coffee. It takes a while for the kettle to boil this much water to make 2 cups like this, because I made for my husband as well. Ooh, you took a lekker drive with the kids, Gentle. That's awesome. Where'd you go? So we were addressed last night like the peasants we are, and told that we may have our alcohol and our cigarettes back. And I don't believe any of it until it's gazetted, if I'm really honest. And I don't think any of you should believe any of it until it's gazetted. Yeah. Marika is celebrating and has hiccups because she's been drinking so much. Yeah. Gentle, I think you're probably right that NDZ will probably just say, no. No. Yeah. Yeah, I think last night's address was, it was a lot of nonsense, if I'm really honest. Why this has to only be in effect from midnight tomorrow night, so effectively Tuesday, I just don't understand. People are saying, no, it's so that the shops can prepare themselves, get stock in and stuff like that, because they obviously had to lock up all the booze and the cigarettes and that. And yeah, fine, make that effective from Tuesday. But why not make a visiting family allowed from today? Not that any of us here, I don't think, have been adhering to that specific regulation, so whatever. But yes, it's Jim here. I missed his comment. Hello, Jim. Now that we've got alcohol back, I can put the blue tube away. Control germ anymore. Be grateful, Surf, the leaders have deemed us worthy, from Paul. I'm not grateful. There's nothing to be grateful for. People are crazy. We shall obey. Cyril does not understand numbers and graphs and science. Yeah. Hello, Linda van Rooyen. Hello, Michael Hertz. Greeting all the Eleutherians. Indeed, Linda van Rooyen, why was nothing said about schools? Why was nothing said about schools? Probably just because they reclosed them, and well, now 4 weeks ago. Is that really necessary? And girl child locks the doors so the boys can't come in and out anymore. Yeah, that I can only assume that because, you know, they said the schools can reopen this week, so that's what they're gonna. Yeah, because the 17th is tomorrow. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Why was nothing said about schools? Why? Why? Yeah, and like Laura says, why must we be grateful when they shouldn't have taken our rights away in the first place? And this is what's really annoying me about everybody, except for Eleutherians, but majority of the population saying, oh, thank goodness, it's level 2. We can visit friends and family again. But be careful. Act like you have the virus. Don't visit if it's not necessary. I'm sorry, but all visiting is necessary now. We haven't had contact with other human beings for 5 months. Well, some of us have, because we don't care. But, and then they have to throw the little fear thing in there and just say, oh no, you know, act like you have the virus, because, you know, oh, please, people, get a brain, or even just a brain cell. Ugh. Yeah, I said in one of my tweets last night, what if I told the presidency and my ANC and stupid NDZ that some of us have been visiting since level 5? Yes, Paul's just reminding us that on the 29th of August in the Cape, there's going to be a bikers boogaloo. So watch out for details on that online. I didn't even notice your spelling mistake, Paul. Yeah, we are social creatures, you know, even as introverts, you know, we have our circle of friends that we like to see. And I went and visited my friend yesterday anyway. Yeah, who knows what's going to happen with the Batsa court case now? Because, yeah, there's nothing left to unban for now. Well, you know what? Actually, not even for now, because until it's gazetted, like nothing's official. Nothing is official until it's gazetted. So, yeah. Level 1 must come. No, level 0 must come. Lockdown must end. This is what we must fight for now. We need to stop being grateful for little presents from our government. These were civil liberties that were removed from us at the drop of a hat in the name of saving lives from a virus that is less deadly than the flu. It's less deadly than the flu. And the flu actually kills younger people, whereas this virus has been shown to be more deadly towards older people. So, of course they're going to drag their feet, Marika. Of course. I mean, I remember when level 3 was announced, how long they dragged their feet to actually gazette the regulations for the tourism industry, like, you know, for restaurants and cinemas and stuff like that. Just ridiculous. Yeah, there are definitely more cars on the road, which is, you know, it would be a blessing if people weren't idiots when they drove. Oh, the judge has apparently asked the question, And Beth's attorney said to please rule anyway because tobacco may be banned again, as happened with alcohol. The judges agreed. Okay. But the ruling's not out yet, eh? Judgment has been reserved. Correct? Sorry, I haven't really been following the case because, look, to be honest, I don't care. And it's not that I don't care about our civil liberties. It's that I don't care what the courts say because either way, the government will just appeal. And yeah. Okay, thank you. Debbie Danger, judgment is still reserved. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so annoyed. Okay, you know what? I want to give you guys some homework. I want you to please go out and get the message of liberty out there. I want you to, every person that you hear or overhear saying, oh, thank God we can buy cigarettes on Tuesday. Or, at least, I hate that saying, at least we can get alcohol on Tuesday. I want you to go to every single person that you hear saying that and say to them, no. These were civil liberties that were removed for absolutely no reason other than our overreaching government wanted to exercise more control over their subjects. Okay? This was not about saving lives. This was about testing their systems for tyrannical control. Okay? All they needed was an opportunity to make an excuse to do so. So when you hear people saying things like at least or thank goodness or yay, we can visit or anything like that, you go to those people and you say, no. You do not be grateful for getting little presents back because we behaved, because the rate of daily infections is dropping. Okay, that was not on us. It wasn't dependent on how well we behaved. It was going to happen anyway. Catch a wake up and realize that no matter what this government had done in terms of a lockdown or not lockdown, and in terms of all of their stupid, petty regulations, the infection rate would have remained the same. And Sweden is proof of that. Paul, I really hope that you're correct and that people have seen through government. But quite honestly, the feeling on social media is that's not what it is. People are grateful and they shouldn't be grateful. They should be fucking angry. Why is there an exciting week ahead for me? Teacher Beth. Yeah, the fear attack really did work well, Debbie. Really well. Yeah, Gideon was fucked off. Paul, if you feel like the best response to people like that is to punch them in the face so that they shut up, then sure, by all means. But I do not accept responsibility for any assault charges that may be laid against you. But yes, I'm feeling that way. Germ warfare has been trying to get COVID. It discriminates against me. I want equality. You know what, Jim? Maybe you already had it, and that's why you can't get it because you're already immune to it and you're just asymptomatic. Because yeah, like I legit know somebody, like a real living person that got it, and they were completely asymptomatic, and they didn't give it to anybody either. It's kind of weird, including people that they live with, by the looks of things. Yes, cases would have decreased regardless of lockdown. Absolutely. It's the nature of the virus. It's how it works. And it's going to go underground for a little bit, and then it's going to resurface again, which is exactly what has happened in New Zealand. And now everybody's scrambling in New Zealand, and they've locked down Auckland hard. Because we've got to figure out where this came from, because the borders are closed, and it's just you can't control a virus. Doctors with actual level heads have been saying this since the beginning. Linda van Rooyen is saying she believes in herd immunity, and so do I. And all of these people that are saying, oh no, well, they're saying, that herd immunity isn't a thing as far as this virus goes. Then why the hell are they trying to develop a vaccine? If herd immunity for SARS-CoV-2 does not exist, why are they looking for a vaccine? Because that's what you get with vaccines, is herd immunity.
But if you stop it now.
Yeah, probably we will have to do this all over next flu season when COVID resurfaces, Paul. Which is a freaking joke. Yeah, better stock up your booze and your smokes now, because they might hard lock down again. Yeah, well, this is the other thing, Paul. I'm getting seriously frustrated with people that are telling everybody to wear a mask when you don't know what that person's immunity status is. You don't know if they've had the virus, and therefore they don't feel like scared enough, like they have to wear a mask. It just, like, the whole thing is just. Sorry, had to be stern mommy for a second. Yeah, that's the truth. If we allow this again next year, then we deserve the consequences. And that's absolutely true. You know what? Stop being so flippant scared of a virus that is 99.8% recoverable from. And in fact, you might have even had it, and you just didn't even know. No, Paul, I did not say that to my children. Debbie Danger is saying, we live in and are part of the microbial soup that makes up the earth. A large amount of our own DNA is comprised of viruses and bacteria. Absolutely. And it's just a point of keeping the bacteria and viruses and fungi in balance. That's it. And Paul is insistent that that's exactly what I said to my children, and no, it's not. It is not. So yeah, rather than being relieved or happy after the announcements of last night, I'm kind of like, I'm still I'll believe it when I see it because it's got to be gazetted before it can happen. And then the other thing is actually we shouldn't be in this position. We were grateful that we're trusted with alcohol again. Please, man. And what the hell is up with still having a curfew? The mind boggles. Really, the mind boggles that we still have to have a curfew. Do you know what a curfew is going to do? Do you know what a curfew is going to do now that social visits and alcohol is allowed again? A curfew is going to ensure that people cannot get an Uber back home when they've had a little bit too much to drink. That's all a curfew is going to do. I already know that we have a huge problem with drunk driving in this country. I'm not going to discount that at all. I know that that's an issue. But the advent of Uber in this country definitely helped bring that down. But now with a curfew, Uber's not operating after 9:30 or 9 at night because they actually, it's going to be like 8:30, 9 that they stop operating because they've also got to get home because of the damn curfew. So that's the only thing that a curfew enables. Just so, by the way. Yeah, Linda van Rooyen, I can understand why you wear a mask. That is because I know what you do for a living. I will not criticize people that work in the medical field. I feel it's necessary. But to just take a stroll down the street, I have to have my mask up. It's madness. Madness. Paul is saying, so where to from now? Increase civil unrest, crime, poverty, looting, taxes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Opening up the economy even more. Yeah. Just open up. End the lockdown completely. Open our borders and let's just get back to complete normal. Hi, Ashley. Curfew is there to ensure less drunk driving on the road. Gentle inflatables, I respectfully disagree. It's. I know that is possibly their end goal. That's what they think they're going to achieve by this. But no, that's not going to happen. It's actually going to ensure more drunk drivers on the road because people are going to be sitting at a restaurant until like 9:30, have a couple of drinks with their meal, possibly not be sober enough to drive, and they can't even call an Uber now because Uber stops operating at like 8:30, 9 o'clock because those dudes have to get off the roads because of curfew. So no, I don't think that curfew stops drunk driving at all, because you know what? If you're going to drunk drive, you're already someone that like doesn't really obey the law, and curfew is not going to mean anything to you anyway. So no. Like Paul says, curfew is just control. They are showing us the boot is still firmly on our necks and they are in charge. Don't be surprised if booze quotas and rules stay forever. Yeah. And yeah, there's just absolutely no point in locking us up any longer. It's done. It's finished. It just unlock down. Unlock down.
Yes. No.
Yeah, I think Linda van Rooyen, as far as they thought about drunk drivers, is, you know, if we put a curfew in place, they'll behave and they won't drive drunk. I'm sorry, but that's not how drunk drivers think. Drunk drivers are really people that care very little for other people's safety or anything like that. And yeah. The lockdown is pointless. What are we going to do about it? Paul wants to know. Carry on as we have been, even without level 2. A lot of us have been living like it's level 2 anyway. So, yeah, just now you can start posting the pictures of visiting your friends on Instagram. 18 and a half weeks until Christmas. That's scary. It's not going to be much of a Christmas this year if we don't start getting some money into the economy. And the money's got to come from outside the country because ain't much left here anymore. Is there? Yeah, I think quite frankly, to get back to Paul's comments about we agree the lockdown is pointless, so what are we going to do about it? Just keep protesting. There's going to be the bikers protest on the 29th of August. It's in Cape Town. Participate in that if you can. Yeah, just get as much traction for reversing this thing as possible, as quickly as possible. I'm not sure what our legal, what's the word I'm looking for? What we can do to remove the ANC from power. But it seems to be a trending hashtag on Twitter, so. Linda, I think we can fly for leisure because inter-provincial travel is open for leisure. So I think that is a possibility. But like I say, nothing is final until the fat lady puts it in the Gazette.
You're making my sense.
Paul Hart's challenging my thinking on is the problem not that we carry on as we have been? Is it not time to for something to actually be done? Yeah, I think civil disobedience is a form of protest. I do think that just carrying on as much as you can or are willing to is a good step. No, I'm not saying that it has to be a legal step, Paul. I'm curious to know what our options are. I'm genuinely curious. And I'm absolutely certain that airfares have gone up. Paul is saying we have all these voices with good traction, but one of them has to step up. Yeah, I think the time is going to come that people are just going to turn around and say to someone like me that, oh, you just all talk because you sit behind a camera and a microphone in your not so uncomfortable suburban house and talk about these ideas, but you don't actually get out on the streets. And the reason why I can't just get out on the streets is because I can't afford to be arrested, because who will look after my children? And I think there's a lot of people that are sitting in the same situation. Like, what do you do? What can you actually do that doesn't involve a lot of risk? And I don't know, if you have answers to that, I'm all ears. I really am. Because at the moment, I feel like this is my best way of protesting. It's to get the message out there. And whilst we're on the topic of getting the message out there, thank you for watching Eleutheria. Thank you to all of the regulars that constantly come back and interact on my streams. And I think we have great conversations here and I really enjoy it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, this channel would not exist, because what would be the point? So thanks a lot for being here. The best way that we can get this message out there is for you to share it. Share it with your friends. Get your friends to subscribe and share it with their friends and family and everything. And yeah, if we can really just get the message out there more, it would help. It would help my channel grow. I really want it to grow so that more and more people start thinking this way, because we need more free minds and less sheeple. So please share my videos with your friends, get them to subscribe, and don't forget to keep coming back every day, 3:45, except Saturdays. Paul is saying our only option to get out of this mess is to revolt. True. And Jeremy Paratus and that gay guy, I assume he's referring to Ramon, have almost 100,000 people reach. Should they not rabble rouse? Okay. Oh, there we go. Paul did qualify that statement. Ramon, morning shooter. Yeah, Linda's saying, I think Linda wants to go visit her dad, but even if she could fly there, she wouldn't be able to see him because the home is in level 5 because of the risk to the elderly. That, this lockdown worldwide has really affected our elderly. They are not okay. Check in on them, people. Check in on them. Yeah, gentle inflatables. I think if your gran is struggling with the lack of contact and not seeing family and human beings that are younger than her, might be an option to see if you can get her to Cape Town to stay with you, if you're in the position to look after an elderly person. Because, yeah, that's also not easy. I agree, Paul. At some point, someone or multiple people are going to have to put their necks on the line. I absolutely agree. It's, yeah. Because we can talk about it until the cows come home, but yeah. Not Laura's dad, Linda's dad, Paul. Laura's dad. Which Laura? It's Gentle's gran. Shirley, yeah. There's a few we have to break out. As I tell you, I'm so glad my mom's not in a home. Or even a village, a retirement village. I'm so glad. Chad is saying, joke of the day, I'm going to read it first. In my head. Just in case. Okay, I can read it out loud. A joke of the day. 2 cannibals sit down to enjoy a clown. Halfway into the meal, the one cannibal turns to the other. Does this taste funny to you? They must have been trying to eat Chad. Because in case you all missed it, he's a clown. His profile picture is a clown. Yes, it's Linda's dad that said he'd rather die of COVID than be isolated. Yes, I remember that. Yes, so it's Linda's dad, Gentle's gran, and Shirley. Gentle's saying her gran is 84. She lives on her own in a government retirement village. No one allowed to visit. Now with level 2, I want to fly her here so I can have as much time with her. She usually comes yearly. Yeah, I think maybe move her visit up. If it's normally later in the year, rather move it up till now. I think that's a good idea. And Chad's jokes are in level 3 lockdown. Because I read it first, so it was censorship. No, the truth is, guys, someone sent me a private message on Facebook and told me that they wanted to super chat on my stream on Friday and the function wasn't available. So I explained to them that yes, I'm not monetized yet because I don't have enough subscribers and I don't have enough watch hours. Okay. And as soon as I have enough watch hours and subscribers, I can apply to be monetized, and then I should be able to get super chats as well. And I'm just saying, if you want to support my channel and you want to get me to be able to e-beg, which I hate, but if you'd like to be able to do that, then the best way to do that is to help me get to 1,000 subscribers and to get my watch time up. So what has this got to do with censorship? Being monetized comes with terms and conditions on YouTube. So you have to start taking things like swearing and dirty jokes into consideration. So, yeah. And I'm not happy about the no swearing thing, but yeah, I do. See, I'm not entirely sure how it works. If I swear in my videos, is it just that then there won't be adverts on there, but the people that watch me will still be able to super chat me? I don't know. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And like, to be honest, ad revenue is like, it's a pittance. Like, you get very, very little from ad revenue anyway. So, I mean, so long as I wouldn't lose the super chat option, yeah. What about swearing in Afrikaans? Yeah, I don't think the YouTube algorithm can pick that up, so I suppose we could do that. Michael Harp says, yes, I'll be able to receive super chats, but I won't have the ads. So yeah, you know, that's my only motivation for wanting to monetize, is because people want to be able to support me or chip in, make a bit of a contribution. And yeah, I'd like to be able to do that. Otherwise, the other option is I get a zapper. And yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? Should I do it through YouTube or should I just get a zapper? And then I pay for StreamYard and I can just have the zap as an overlay that you guys can zap me. I don't know. Yeah, I should ask Ronaldo. Paul's asking if Southern Metalhead says get zapper. Soon you'll have to pay for sewing lessons. No. No. It is optional. It only came onto my radar because somebody let me know that they wanted to support me financially, make a financial contribution to my channel. And I quite honestly didn't even realize that that was how some people were already feeling. So I just thought I'd ask you guys. That's all. Chad is saying get buy me a coffee. So I'm going to look into buy me a coffee. Because I have heard of that. And Zappa. Paul Hart, shirt stuffing lessons will always be free. It's kind of become an Eleutheria brand thing now. All because one Sunday I decided to sit here and try and tidy up this corner and shove some old bits of fabric into a pillow. And since then, it's just been a running joke, and I've loved it. And I never thought that showing that little bit of my life would actually turn into such a big thing, but it's actually pretty cool. I quite like it, and I'm glad that it did. So Chad would like me to show you guys some Willie. I'm sorry, I have like little things going through my head of like, so what's the sizes? So what size do you want? And like all the guys are going to be like, no, extra large. It's always extra. It's only extra. Sorry, it's just a joke in my own flipping head that I'm laughing right now. And Gentle Inflatables is busy cooking again. So what's for dinner? We are having chicken schnitzels, chips, and cheese sauce. And Girl Child is very excited because this is news to her. Define extra large. Yeah, I know. Okay, Chad wants his to have the text sewn into it lengthways. Welcome to Botswana. We hope you enjoy your stay. All in bold. If there's any single ladies in the chat, you might want to ask Chad if he's single. No, I actually know that he's married with children. So. Paul still has to go catch his dinner. Oh dear. And Chad is a show off. Absolutely. Of course he's a show off. Oh, you guys are funny. You make me laugh. Jeez, I was feeling so cuck when I started this stream. I was really... I was not feeling like a... And like I'm feeling so much better because we've had a good laugh together. All right, so what's the verdict? Zappa or buy me a coffee or monetize on YouTube, which is probably going to take a while. What do you find easiest to use? Like, I know I can't super chat because I don't have a card linked to my YouTube account or my Google account. So I can't super chat. And I know that YouTube takes 30% of the money that gets super chatted. So yeah, Paul doesn't care because he's poor and he can't support financially, which is great because he supports by watching and teasing me and making me funnier than what I actually am because he teases me. So Chad's making dinner, so he's saying goodbye, goodbye. Okay. Yes, I'm checking my notebooks. I'm also trying to think what will be good topics for this week. The government destroyed 22 years of Paul's savings, so he has to do freebies. And yeah, I totally understand that. I did just, yeah. A lot of businesses and a lot of savings and a lot of, God, just about everything has been completely destroyed by the government's response to this virus. So, Chad cooks. We should find him a woman. What about Mareka? No, I'm pretty sure Chad's married, if I'm really honest. I know he has a daughter. So, yeah. Linda Van Rooyen says she can't super chat from her phone and she doesn't know how Zappa works. And you can't zap from your phone either. If you're watching on your phone, then you can't use the Zappa code on the screen. You have to be watching on a laptop or a PC to be able to zap because you need to open the Zappa app on your phone. So yeah, so that puts you out anyway. And people are dropping like flies off of my stream because they think I'm e-begging. So maybe I should just stop it. And Paul wants to set up Germ and Ramon because they'd make a cute couple. And they're both married. But anyway, it's okay, Paul. I see where you're going with this. So. Yes, Ramon is married, Paul. You just screwing with me again. You know this stuff. I know you know this stuff. Okay, ideas for topics for this week are Molotov cocktails, face protection for tear gas, and body armor for rubber bullets. Anybody else agree that this is what I should do? Yes, he's married to a woman. They're all married to women. I know Paul just does this to tease. I know he does it to tease and probably to make me laugh, which is cute. Let the anarchy commence. I like it, Michael. I like it. This is what I've been saying since I first found out about the ZACP in the lead up to last year's elections, last year's national elections. People were saying that Ramon is gay. And I was like, yeah, heaven forbid, you should be well groomed and intelligent and not be gay. But yeah. And Ramon gets very embarrassed when you tell him he's pretty. Anywho, it's just about an hour and people are actually rejoining the stream. That's interesting. Okay, so for everybody that is new here, this is Eleutheria, where we talk about all things liberty, and we are thinking of ways to get our liberties back, because last night's level 2 promises are not a reason for, what's the word? Celebration. Not a reason for celebration. Paul is saying you can be intelligent and straight. Well, yes, Paul, I know you're just like making me say stuff that can get me into trouble with the woke police. Paul, I can't see who is watching, but at the top, are you watching on your phone? If you're watching on your phone, then at the top of the live chat, it will say so many people in the are in the live chat. Otherwise, underneath the video on a computer, it should say 9 watching now, because that's what YouTube's telling me, is that 9 are watching. You shouldn't see names. I don't think you see names in that. Oh, thank you, Linda, for offering a food parcel. But really, like, we're okay. We have food and stuff. I just, people wanted to know how they could, that they, like, honestly, someone just said, I wanted to drop you some cash whilst I listened to your videos. So, like, how do I do that? So that's the only reason why the topic came up on the radar. But thank you. Paul doesn't have a phone. He's watching on laptop, computer, whatever. Yeah, it's just under the video. It will tell you how many are watching. They can track you and read your thoughts from a phone. Yes, they can. They can. With that, sounding like conspiracy theory, there's phones are incredible. The technology that goes into phones and building algorithms and stuff like that is flippin' advanced. Like flippin' advanced. Yeah. Paul can drop me a pumpkin. Thanks, Paul. It's probably just a jab at me being vegetarian, but anyway. Jordan is saying, can we not just take the ETOL approach and ignore the lockdown regulations? The government can't stop us all. Well, yes. And I think this has been going on for quite a while. People were living like it's level 2 anyway. So, yeah. There's not really much visible that people are doing that is going against the lockdown regulations anyway. So yeah, it is a bit strange. Paul, yes, your wife's phone is listening to what she says because she'll talk about something and then the ads will pop up on Facebook. Yes, that absolutely does happen. So it's coming up to a year ago now that I quit smoking and I only vape now. And it was a few months later, I realized that I'd put on 2 kilos. And like putting on 2 kilos for me is a huge thing because I've just always been incredibly thin. I don't put on weight, it just doesn't happen. And so I said it to my sister that I'd noticed that I'd put on some weight because I'd stopped smoking. And then I sent a message to someone in WhatsApp or whatever, the same thing. Yes, I've put on a bit of weight and it's because I stopped smoking. Next time I went on Facebook, tells me, lose weight now, join this fitness program. And then the next thing is for Alan Carr's Flip and Quit Smoking book. I'm like, no. Okay. First of all, you're tracking what I'm saying on my phone or in the vicinity of my phone. And second of all, you got it wrong because I've already quit smoking. And I want to put the weight on. I don't want to lose weight. Anyway. So now Paul goes near her phone and uses words like bomb and assassinate. Yes, Paul, I do weigh just about 40. It's actually 50 now, which is like a major accomplishment. So, but yes, that's basically it. I'm sorry if you can hear that. The blender is running in the kitchen. Can you close the door, please? I can imagine what that sounds like, and it's not what you're thinking, Paul. You dirty old man, you. And I don't actually think closing the door has done much with muffling the sound. But yeah. Paul weighs 3 of me. Well, look, it's not hard to weigh 3 of me. Really. It's not hard. Oh, Linda was saying it was just a joke. Okay, that must have been about the food parcel. I'm sorry. My sense of humor filter must be very high today. Yeah, no, it was totally bizarre to be given adverts for losing weight because I'd put on 2 kilos, and I was happy about it. Like I was bragging about it. Like if there's one thing artificial intelligence can't do, is it can't read emotion. That's for fucking sure. Anyway, husband's making yogurt. That's why he's blending. I just realized that's what he's doing. Girl child, stop laughing at me. Apparently the sound of you playing with my stuff is distracting. Well, you can imagine what that sounded like through here, coming through on the microphone.
Tell people to stop listening somehow.
So apparently you need to stop listening to me. Anyway.
No, to me.
Yes, AI struggles with context. Yeah. Anyway, that was fun. And now Paul is giving me a hard time because my husband is slaving shirtless in the kitchen. I wish my husband would slave shirtless in the kitchen. But he doesn't do that. And we've been on for an hour, and we have established that level 2 is not anything to celebrate. And we need to revolt. We need to stop obeying our masters. And yeah, we like just get active. Get active in community programs. Any small act of civil disobedience, just do it. You know, even if it means breaking the curfew by 5 minutes. Yeah, Footsack ANC, abso-freaking-lutely Footsack ANC. Let that hashtag trend across all platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you are. Cool kids or not cool kids, boomers or millennials or Gen Zs or whatever the hell you are, just get it out there. And yeah, tune in for more messages on Eleutheria on this channel at 3:45 every day except Saturdays. And yeah, don't lose hope. We can get through this. It's going to be a long and hard fight, but we should do it. What is someone born in the 60s? A boomer, I think. Gen A. No, not Gen A. Boomers. I think boomers were born in the 60s. I don't know. I identify as a boomer, even though I grew up with tech. So yeah. Anyway, I still haven't found my quick unpick, which I was looking for on Friday. So I want to recommence my search for that. And yeah. Yes, Paul, I think you're a boomer. I'll be honest, I think you're a boomer. So we could pull off an Uno reverse card and stay home when they completely lift the lockdown. Ha 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 ha. And Paul Hart is now giving away all his secrets because he's going boom boom in the room. And I don't need to know about that, so I'm going to go now. Have a good one, guys. I'll catch you back here tomorrow, hopefully with a far more interesting topic. And yeah, take care out there. Don't wear a mask if you don't have to. And remember, hashtag Footsack ANC. Cheers.